guys, welcome back to my channel and all of my adventures with all of my race cars. Today I am focusing on my FRS. I have my first track day with her coming up very soon. I have a brand new intake, brand new radiator, and fans going on her. I'm super excited to be putting these on her. I've been working with Mishimoto for quite a while now. I have them on both of my other rally cars, so pretty excited. Let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to be taking the intake off first because you have to, in order to even get down to where the fans are and the radiator, you have to get off anyway. So that's going to come off first, and I'm basically just going to work my way down. I was able to get the bumper off, but it shouldn't be too bad once I like remove all of the crap up top. And then, yeah. All right, let's do this. Okay, so I ended up getting all of these fun parts off, and now I have tons of room for activities apparently in there. But so far, everything has been put out of the way. We're making progress. Oh my god. Oh shit. Got it. Okay, so I ended up taking off everything over here so I can have access to the fans. The belts on this side are an extreme pain in the ass to take off, so if you have this kind of platform, be prepared to get a little frustrated. So what I thought was interesting was that one of the fans literally came off like this. It's not connected to the shroud like the other one. And if you see, you can see the wear of it rubbing up against the radiator. So yay. Oh yeah. That, not good. So, as I am unbolting the radiator from the AC condenser, my dumbass self dropped the bolt straight in the bucket of coolant that I have under the car. I guess I'll get that later. Yay! It did it! Finally. Good thing I lost your cousin in the freaking coolant bucket, though. There? You're almost there? Yay! Oh, wait, no, you're... Well, that was unintentional. We did it! Yay! Oh, it's still leaking. No, shit. Just empty. Just do it. Just, just get it all over my driveway. There you go. Good radiator. Getting all over my driveway. Alright. We did it! But, hold on. Look at this. Look at the size difference of these two. Like, oh my god. Look at this. Look at that. That's awesome. Aw, she's getting an upgrade. My good little broken girl. You cause me problems and stress, but I love you. Alright guys, so we have a little bit of a problem. I have an oil leak on the timing chain gasket. If you guys can see right here on the driver's side, you can definitely see it's very black. There's definitely an issue there. And basically what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to take off everything
in the front. And I'm gonna have to go run down to Subaru. It is 4:30 my time right now, and Subaru closes at 5. So I'm gonna go run down and go get some really expensive gasket sealant.
So we've made it this much time, this much time to spare to the parts store. They close at 5 and it is 4:43. So yes, small victories. So I ended up getting the gasket sealant, and since I was there I needed to get a new thermostat, and I prefer to stick with OEM with this, and I ended up ordering another couple other things, but I got them. So guess who's gonna do this all tonight? I wasn't planning on it. Yay. Well, time to start taking some shit off. I am in the process of taking out all the little these things around the cover. I'm trying not to pull off as much or taking off everything. You can definitely feel how wet it is. So I'm not too thrilled, but it's definitely something that needs to be done. So. Everything is off that I needed to get off. All of the 32 bolts are right here. If you are ever doing this, there are 32, and I just learned that there are specific torque settings for each one. There's like a torque pattern. So I will let you guys know what that is, because all the forums and everything else I've seen, no one has any idea. So I will let you know when I find out what that is. So I ended up, like I said, I ended up getting a lot of it off for the most part. So now I'm just gonna try to crack her open, and then hopefully I can get it popped off in less than 15 minutes. So wish me luck. 10 out of 10. Would definitely not recommend. There's a what? Of course. Freaking wiring harness or whatever. The bottom right. So if you're ever doing this, the wire you need to pull off on the driver bottom right side of this. Yay! Yeah! It's done. I am a very happy person right now. But we did it! Do you like it? Yeah? Alright guys, so I ended up working with Jordan. It is really, really late, and my neighbors are probably not super excited for us to be doing this. However, I did manage to get this scraped down and cleaned with this brass brush and a razor. I then sprayed the hell out of it with brake cleaner and wiped it down. So it's pretty clean. It should be good to go. And then I have also, Jordan, he helped me out, and now we have everything cleaned and scrubbed down, all of these little wonderful pieces. He was able to do that while I was working on the cover itself. Tomorrow we will put them back together. We will finally finish up the radiator, the fans, and the intake, the original goal of today. We will be up bright and early tomorrow to finish it.
cover is now on. I didn't have to remove the header, but I did unbolt things just lightly enough to where it stayed there, but I could just bring it down because the plate from the header was actually blocking what just access to the bottom, basically. There you have it. I was under the car while he was snaking it in from the top. I just thought it would be easier for me to be under there to kind of help guide the bottom part of the cover in, because if, like I was mentioning before, if you get the RTV onto anything in the actual motor, that can cause a lot of problems. So I was under there while he was snaking it in. But yeah, crisis has been averted. So now we're just going to tighten everything up, torque everything, and then we'll go back to our originally planned program schedule of my intake and my radiator and my fans. So, okay, let's go. Okay, so it's really one thing after another for this car. So we were putting in the intake, the Mishimoto intake. We have the fans and the radiator put in, but the problem is if you can see right here, the intake tube comes into the front. But if you remember when I first talked in my first video about how I think this was in a front-end collision, which it was, we found out that the bumper beam right here is kinked. I guess the guy probably went off the road, and you can tell underneath where he kind of hit some things. So the problem is the intake up there doesn't fit right here. So Jordan is going to saw this part off to make it work, because I don't want to pay $300, $200 for a new one of these. So, yay! So let's have some fun. So I have fabricated the front part of the bumper beam to get the intake to fit, and then I ended up putting the actual pipe around, have it good to go and snug there. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this heat wrap that I also got from Mishimoto, and I'm going to put it from basically here to here to kind of help with the heat transfer, just because it's over top of the radiator. I like to keep it a little bit not super hot if possible, so I'm gonna put that on there, and also it'll help a little bit with the scratches too. And then I also ended up getting this like foam, I guess, roll tape thing, and I'm gonna put it on the back of the radiator too to kind of help with the scarring and everything, because when the car is, you know, in motion, she's gonna shake and do all kinds of stuff. So I don't want to completely destroy the pipe, so I think this would help a little bit with kind of smoothing it out. So that's what I'm doing, but we're making progress. Yay! Okay, so now the intake is done. Everything is bolted in, fixed. She fits good. Moving on. I ended up getting more oil under her as well, and now I'm going to be putting coolant in her. I have the Redline water. I will be also adding that to her. So I'm going to do that now, and then I'm going to put the skid plate back on, and then put the front bumper, and then hopefully she's good to go. Hopefully. It's been a long couple of nights. Alright guys, so we finally did it. All of the unexpected things have been addressed and fixed, thank God. The oil leak is now done. That took definitely a little bit of time to get done, but the original goal of getting the intake fans and the radiator are officially in. Big shout out to Mishimoto, thank you so much for supplying these for me. I'm really excited to be running all of your stuff on this car. So my next track day is actually in 2 weeks. So next video will more than likely be my custom made made yellow speed coilovers coming on her, along with my Inky TS5s and track tires. I haven't figured out which track tires I want to do yet, so if you guys have any recommendations, definitely put that in the comments. They have to be minimum of 200 tread wear, by the way, in order to be in any of my events. So let me know what you think. But yeah, definitely, if you enjoyed this, thank you so much for watching, and definitely subscribe and hit that bell for the next video for hopefully next week. Thanks. Bye.